we can see, unpleasant side to the guy. He loves his football. He gets the best out of his players, and I happen to think Everton will probably do pretty well this year. I think they will. And
Mm.
they've been a bit in the doldrums in recent years, but I think David Moyes will do that. And maybe West Ham fans might reflect and think, well, what a pity we didn't keep him, because he knows the game. He knows West Ham very well, and yet we made him go. So if I were in that position, I think, why the hell did we do that? Now, no disrespect to Graham Potter, but
Mm.
he clearly is struggling a bit to get the best out of the players, and it's becoming a bit of a repeat of what happened at Chelsea over about, I think it was about 6 months. And I think it will be a real shame if they don't stick with him for a few months,
Mm.
because it's not really got the chance in a short period to turn things around. But then you may say, okay, well, let's look at the position at Christmas. If they're struggling at Christmas in today's Premier League, the
Mm.
chances are he'll be sacked. So it's a difficult one. And traditionally, West Ham have always been a good side, a good footballing side to watch.
Mm.
They've got good things about West Ham, but that all seems to be a bit under the radar now. And it'll be very interesting to see how they perform in the next few games.
Mm. I mean, I actually quite like David Moyes as a manager. I mean, I know he was. I mean, he didn't really do well at Manchester United, but I still had respect for him with the way that the way that he carried on, and for him to go back to Everton and
Mm.
and because he was loved there, they didn't want him to leave.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they
No,
didn't want him
no,
to
they
leave when he
didn't.
left. And for him to go back there and still be loved and still make the impact that he's making now, it says much of him as a person and as
Mm.
a manager. What's not to like? That the guy is a great
Yeah.
guy. Um, I hope he continues to win games, and I hope he does well because I think they've moved to their new
I was
to
going to
the new.
say, yeah, they've got their new stadium, so
uh,
it's all looking pretty rosy for them, isn't it?
it-
Brand new stadium, a
yeah,
new manager who's returned from the past, who was very
yeah,
popular then, and
yeah.
he's clearly popular now,
It's
and a
popular.
team that is winning. Let's face it. So
Yeah,
it
winning.
looks quite bright for Everton at the moment, and hopefully it'll continue.
It does, yeah, it does look quite bright for them. Now, what do we think of Manchester City? What do we think of Pep Guardiola? I mean, yeah, um, I mean they've not had a good start, have they?
No,
This
they haven't.
they haven't had a good start. There was something, and I couldn't quite get down to it. There was something about his daughter not being happy with his stay at Manchester City up till now. I suppose they were expecting him to come back earlier. I don't know. I don't. That's a family matter. But do you think that's still affecting him, the family side of things? Do you think that's what's
Well, this is Pep we're talking about,
we're talking?
Guardiola.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I saw something about his daughter, but
yeah,
although he and his wife, again, we can only see what the papers say, or not even the papers, our phones, if we don't buy papers.
yeah.
Um, and I thought, having got back together around, was it last Christmas, or certainly if maybe in the close season, I don't know.
Mm,
I'm sure I've then seen that she is still divorcing him, or
mm,
they will still be divorcing. And in a way, I was a bit surprised that he decided to carry on this season. I'm not sure how many more. He's got what, one more season, I think, on his contract.
mm.
It may be till 20. How many more? He's got what, one more season, I think, on his contract.
Mm.
It may be till 27. I'm not sure,
27. Yeah.
but yeah, you think. Well, we don't know about his private life or his marriage or anything else, but
No.
again, if he's was his daughter brought up here? I mean, he's been here since what, 2015 or 16. So for
Mm,
kids of these foreign managers who are born here, of course they are effectively English. That's their first language, etc.,
mm,
etc. So I don't know whether his daughter lives here or lives with their mother or
mm,
what. So it's hard for me, any comment for any of us to make, really.
yeah,
But I think he'll stay there. I think he's committed to Man City. But it's a great shame from their point of view to have had a pretty poor start to the season. I mean, to lose at home, what was it, 2-0 to Spurs, wasn't it? And
yeah.
clearly Spurs picked up from what they were last season, but
Mm,
maybe the events of last season. I know they won the Europa League, but they
yeah.
didn't have a good season domestically.
No.
And that kind of still lingers in the brain a little bit. And they've gone up to Man City now and won 2-0. So I don't really understand that. I don't understand where the quality has gone. I mean, Rodri, I believe, is still not fit to play, and that does. I don't think he's playing. I could be wrong on that, but I
He
think
is
he's
playing.
still injured.
It's
Yeah.
playing.
Um,
He played the last, but I don't think he's playing the full game. But he did play. He
no,
did
he
play.
may be. Yeah, so he's being edged back gently, but they
Yeah.
don't. I don't know. They don't seem to have that extra something. And again, I never fully understood why
Yeah.
De Bruyne, whatever his name is, why they let him go, Kevin De Bruyne, because he
Yeah.
was such an influential player. He was so good. I've not heard he's gone to another club.
No,
I'm,
I've not heard
I'm
anything
surprised
about
in
it.
some ways he didn't go to Saudi, but
Mm,
I felt they got rid of him a season too early. He obviously
mm,
didn't want to go. I saw him interviewed saying that at the end of last season. He didn't want to go. But why would they do that to him? Because he was their main man in
mm,
midfield and controlling the game. His talent was obvious. So
mm.
we don't understand, let's face it, what goes on
No, we don't. We don't
in
do
these
we?
football clubs. We don't have enough
Yeah.
information to make a comment, really.
Yeah. Now, what do we make of Leeds? Leeds United. The we only got a minute anyway. But I
Yeah,
just
I mean,
thought,
I've not really observed them. I've not seen them this
no.
season.
Mm.
Um, I think they may do okay. Didn't they play on Friday night? I can't remember
Yeah,
at the
they
moment.
yeah they
I think they
lost.
did.
Yeah, they won their first game and they've lost. So they've won one
Yeah,
game and lost
and
one
lost
game.
the other one. So they've had a reasonable start.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to watch them. Having not really seen them.
No.
I've not heard any rumours about them one way or the other. So yeah, I can't really comment, to be honest.
Oh, all right. Right. So this is all we've got time for. You've been watching and listening to the Football Referee with myself, Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cos. Calls me Cos.
And me, Trevor Gear, and he calls me bro.
It's a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from me.
Yeah. So see you again next week for
See you
another
next Wednesday. Yeah,
next
well
week.
done,
Yeah.
cuz. Good
Well
stuff.
done.
See you then.